Thank you for logging on to the Voice Sports Network for this broadcast of high school sports. We encourage you to go to the games and support your area teams. We know you have a choice, and thank you for choosing us. This broadcast wouldn't be possible without the support of the sponsors you hear throughout the game. We encourage you to visit their businesses and use their service as often as possible. Be sure to tell them thanks for their support. Now, sit back and enjoy the game, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
From North Arena in Huntington, Indiana, welcome to Game 4 of the annual Holiday Hoops Tournament here in Huntington, featuring the 5-5 Norwell Knights taking on a friendly Northeast State opponent from right down the road, the 5-7 Bellmont Braves. Good afternoon, friends, and welcome to North Arena for the final time. This is Derek Decker alongside Jacob Collins, bringing the action live as these two teams get set to do battle. They will play for 9th place here out of 12 teams in the Huntington tournament. Both teams losing twice yesterday and winning their morning matchups. Norwell beating Whitco 60-53 and Bellmont defeating Lighthouse 67-59. And both of these teams are getting set to do battle with each other here today as Bellmont comes in with their first win in a while. They have had quite a little bit of a run here. They lost 5 out of their first 6, 5 in a row after defeating Southern Wells in the season opener. And then they won 3 in a row, a very good win over Woodland, who's probably going to win the ACAC. And then a win at home against South Adams and a win on the road at Adams Central before falling to Columbia City and Lake Central yesterday here in the Holiday Hoops Tournament. So they're a team that has been up and down. They've got a good win against Woodland, certainly their best win, but not competitive against teams like New Haven, which is really the only good team on the schedule they've played so far, and they got beat 70-36 in that game. So a similar team to Norwell in that they don't score a lot of points, although I would say Norwell's more apt to score points. I think they have the potential to do that more. We saw in the last game, that was not a fast-paced game by any stretch of the imagination, but they forced a lot of turnovers and ended up with 60 points. And they didn't shoot it well. They didn't do a lot of things well, but at the end of the day, you're still looking at 60 points against a Whitco team that played pretty good defense. The problem was they didn't have any answer inside. Will and Brandon combined for 47 points, 32 and 15 apiece. So they just didn't have any answer inside. Norwell shot 22 of 25 from the line, 88%, 12 for 12 in the second half, iced the thing down the stretch, forced some turnovers, only turned it over twice in the second half. They played very, very good basketball, and I think reminiscent that second half was of exactly what Mike McBride wants to do here at Norwell, what he thinks his team has the potential to do. And if they're that disciplined all the time, they can beat a lot of teams. The problem has been they become too one-dimensional. They get into the low post set, and then they don't have anybody to kick it to on the outside that can consistently hit shots. Now, the different story was Federspiel stepped up in a couple of big spots. He had 9 points in the morning contest, 3 threes, 3 for 5 from distance. So he had a real nice morning. So that could potentially become a key player. I think it benefits him that the Knights are so depleted right now because he's getting some nice experience at the varsity level, and we'll probably see him a little bit more, at least in more limited fashion as we go on further in the season. If you haven't been with us for this tournament, you don't know the fact that Norwell is really hurting on the injury level. They just about every bug has bitten them at this point. The injury bug has bitten Cole Wilson, who we do have good news about. We'll share that with you in just a moment. And then Quentin Purdy has been bitten by the illness bug. And then Luke Zetis, of course, out of the country right now on a mission trip. And Trey Reeser still suspended at this point. And if you don't know much about Trey Reeser, he's going to be back in action on Tuesday the 9th against Wayne, a game where Norwell could really use him. But he could add a vital piece. He's very athletic and has a very good shot as well. So he could add a vital piece to this Norwell offense. We will go ahead and take a short timeout and return with the balance of the Billy Ann Supper Pub pregame show after these words from our sponsors. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. This is Norwell Basketball on WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network.
A new adventure awaits. Above the clouds, beneath the waves, among the rocks, powered by the light around us. Each moment of time is precious. Go higher, deeper, further. Pursue your dreams. Powered by light. Any light never needs a battery. Citizen ProMaster. Go beyond.
Daniel's Jewelers, North Main Street, Bluffton, where personal attention and trust become part of the memory.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs, and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
Welcome back to Bob Strait Court inside North Arena here in Huntington. Holiday Hoops Tournament game number 4 as we're about a minute away from the starting lineups. Cole Wilson will be back in action against Leo coming up on Saturday, a week from this Saturday. That is a home game for the Knights, and they will certainly need him in that one. Leo looked good again today. They were defeated by Cecina, but Cecina is just a tremendous team. But that's the situation. Cole was cleared by doctors during the Norwell game this morning, as he was not in attendance this morning, of course, but did warm up on the floor with the team here in the afternoon game. So he is going to be available on Saturday. He'll have enough practices in. They'll have, I believe you need 5 practices to return. So they'll practice Monday through Friday, and then he'll be good to go. Or Saturday, something like that. They may practice tomorrow because of New Year's Day being on Monday. But after that, they will be good to go. We are just about ready for the starting lineups here by the public address announcer. There was a good crowd here, but it's cleared out significantly. Here come the starting lineups.
Number 2, Luke Strickland. Number 10, Noah Macklin. Number 11, Brady Davis. Number 23, Kate Miller. And number 33, Jordan Phillip. And then coach of the Braves is Jonathan Phillip. Now the starting lineup of the team that will appear as lights on the end of the scoreboard, the Norwell Knights. Number 15, Will Geiger. Number 22, Connor Torsten. Number 23, Levi Leidy. Number 14, Brandon Nicholson. And number 43, Drew Fettersfield.
And once again, those starters for Bellmont. It's Luke Strickler, Noah Macklin, Brady Manus, Cade Filling, and Jordan Filling for head coach Jonathan Filling, who is 5-7 in his first year at Bellmont. For Norwell, it's Will Geiger, Connor Torsen, Levi Leidig, Brandon Nicholson, Drew Fetterspiel for head coach Mike McBride, who is now 19-16 in his second year here at Norwell, and a record of 138-162 overall, 14 years of coaching experience. We're set to go in the final contest of the Holiday Hoops Tournament for both of these teams. It's the 9th place game of the bronze bracket, and Bellmont wins the tip. Brady Manus controls it for the Braves. The computer favors Norwell in this game 53-41. And these two teams have played 44 times over the last 30 years, as the nice back cut and the finish by Jordan Filling puts Bellmont on top early. These two teams have played 44 times in the last 30 years, and Norwell and Bellmont are tied at 22 in the series, as Connor Torsen will travel with it. We're going to see a lot of zone from Bellmont today. That's what they like to do. They're going to slow you down on offense, force you into a half-court set, and force you to shoot it, which spells trouble for Norwell. So I think Bellmont matches up pretty well with the Knights. Brady Manus catches and fires from well outside the three-point line, and he comes up pretty short. And the rebound pulled out by Connor Torsen for Norwell. He'll go the other way and give to Nicholson. Fetterspiel pumps a three early on and hits. Drew Fetterspiel continues the hot shooting. Drew is now 4 of 6 on the day, shooting from outside. Missing the shot in transition was Cade Filling, but he gets a late foul call from behind, and this one's going to be charged to Drew Federspiel. Federspiel, the only one in any kind of foul trouble in that first game today, picked up 3. And at the line is Cade Filling. He's good on the first one. They'll look for one more. Just over a minute in to the 9th place game. Both are good. And Cade Filling puts Bellmont on top 4-3. Bellmont in their road navy with white numbers and red and white trim. Norwell in their home white this afternoon with blue numbers, gold trim. Cross court it goes to Federspiel, and they work it around the perimeter to Torsen. Connor probing, but couldn't find anything there, so he'll put it on the floor. Bellmont appears to be in a 3-2 right now, which you don't see all that often. Over the top, they go to Geiger. That's going to work every time against the zone. That's what they need to continue to run. Assist Federspiel, and the Knights back in front. They go the other way now. It's Filling, stopping, missing off the glass, but getting his own rebound and putting it back up and in. And Bellmont goes back in front. Ride the seesaw here early on in the first. Just under 2 minutes gone. 6-5 Bellmont. That's going to be over and back. You can't do that, as Federspiel got it off to Torsen, but he had not established himself in the front court yet, so that's a turnover. The second of the game for Norwell. Bellmont 5-7 on the season coming in. They already have more wins than they had all year last year. They were just 4-19 last season, so they're a much improved team, albeit very young, a very big junior class. A lot of sophomores, just 2 seniors play for the Braves. Filling on the dribble, and they throw it in the corner to Strickler, and inside in a hop for Cade Filling before he put the ball on the floor. He was going to try to attack. He had Torsen posted up, but he traveled with it before he could get a shot off. So it's the first Bellmont turnover. Knights trail at 6-5. Nicholson, nice pass from Geiger, and he finishes with the left hand from the right side, and the Knights retake the lead. Nicholson with his first basket of the game, and now Norwell applying some backcourt trap pressure. Bellmont breaks it very easily, and it allows a layup on the other end. This one for Noah Macklin, and Bellmont back in front 8-7. A lot more points than I expected in this first quarter, but both teams shooting it well. Combined, the two teams have missed just 2 shots here in the first 3 minutes. Federspiel bounces to Geiger, and now the Knights will set something up on offense in the half court. Neither of these teams with a winning record, but they know each other very well. Torsen into the lane, kicks to Federspiel, another corner 3. This one rims no good, and the rebound pulled out of there by Noah Macklin for Bellmont. Quickly the other way, it's Brady Manus finishing in transition. The Knights do not do a good job of getting back again. They've struggled with that the last couple of possessions, and they did especially yesterday. It's 10-7. That's a kick that is called now. It was a very late call, but was eventually called. It was Noah Macklin, the 6'4 junior, sticking his right foot out there. Landon Geiger's going to check in for Norwell for the first time, replacing Federspiel. This is Leidig. Levi goes in the corner to Will Geiger. They go cross-court again. Good ball movement. Geiger spots up for 3 and buries it. Landon Geiger ties the game at 10 as Landon, he can shoot it as well. We are tied at 10 halfway through the first quarter. Jordan Filling handles it for the Braves. Now Cade Filling and Luke Strickler top of the key. They, again, just kind of roaming it around the perimeter, looking for a drive. That's what they like to do. Nice bounce pass, interior post. Missing the shot was Cade Filling, and the Knights come out with the rebound. Nicholson contested that at the rim without fouling, did a nice job. And the Knights have a chance to retake the lead here. Will shoot it. I was just about to say he hasn't done it much, and he buries it. His first 3 of the season. Will Geiger has 5, and the Knights are in front 13-10. Norwell has not missed a shot yet. And we're nearly 5 minutes in, as that's what has been the good news for them. That's a miss on the other end. Filling missed a 3. Geiger cleared the board. Norwell can extend that lead. Norwell's not going to shoot this well the entire game, but this is, again, kind of a vision of what Norwell's offense would look like. They have knocked down 3 threes here in this first quarter from 3 different players. Both Geigers and Federspiel have one to their credit. And that's what that sets up. That's a good play, and an offensive foul is called. Will Geiger driving, and he's just bigger, and went right to the rim. Not a ton of contact, but it sold well, and Will commits the personal. It's the 3rd Norwell turnover. We've got a 30-second timeout called here by Bellmont as they're going to try to set something up. While they do, we will let you know that currently accepting new patients, Dr. Laura Kugelhahn and her caring dental staff will make you feel right at home. They're located at 1133 North Main Street at the north edge of Bluffton. Call 824-3100 to make an appointment. Also at Pizza Hut in Bluffton, get a large 2-topping pizza for only $7.99 or upgrade to a specialty pizza for only $3 more. Dine in or carry out, 632 North Main Street in Bluffton. Order online at pizzahut.com. 2:38 remaining in the first quarter. Norwell leads Bellmont 13-10. The Knights are yet to miss a shot from the field. They are 5 for 5, 3 of those coming from distance. And that is the reason they have the lead. Only 2 fouls called. Again, another fast quarter. These games continue to just kind of roll along. Not a lot of foul trouble for any teams in this tournament. The only game that lasted longer than an hour and 15 minutes was the last one between Huntington North and number 2 Hamilton Southeastern. Went right to the wire. Huntington had the lead late, and HSE was able to escape 45-44 with the victory. And there was a lot of free throws taken in that game, so not a lot of baskets. It was a very slow-paced half-court game, which is what you'd expect from a Craig Teagle coach team, but not able to win was Huntington. On the baseline, thrown away. Cade Filling tried to make something happen, and there was just nothing there, and Will Geiger there to get the steal. Ethan Todd has checked into the game for the first time for Norwell. They're really making that zone move, and that's key, and that along with making outside shots, and that's why Norwell has the lead. And the question is, can they do it consistently throughout this game? Geiger open in the corner for 3 again. This one's short, and the rebound pulled out of there by Brady Manus for Bellmont. First miss of the game for the Knights, and it results in a Cade Filling basket on the other end. Filling with 6 here in the quarter. He's got half of Bellmont's points, and that's been the problem. Norwell has not gotten back in transition very well at all. Norwell right now settling for outside shots. Got to work it inside. Difficult to do that against a zone, especially with the smaller lineup in there now, as Henshin has replaced Nicholson for the moment. Geiger drives baseline, kicks to Ethan Todd. And he nearly spotted up for a 3, but instead cleared it to Connor Torson. And they just go back and forth around the perimeter. Geiger will shoot the 3 from the corner and hit it. Landon Geiger for 3, and the hot shooting continues for the Knights in the first quarter. He's got 6, 2 of them threes, and it's 16-12 Norwell. Knights have missed just 2 shots here in the quarter. It's been a Federspiel miss and a Will Geiger miss. And dribbling it out of bounds was Manus. It was last touched by Landon Geiger. We're under a minute now in the first quarter, 57 seconds to go. Brevin Slusher is going to check in for Bellmont, the 5'9 junior. Into the game for Norwell, Leidig and Nicholson. Todd and Henshin go to the bench. And the long inbounds pass comes in the backcourt to Brady Manus for Bellmont. This has been a good quarter for Norwell. Maybe their best so far of the tournament. Definitely their most efficient on offense. Macklin having difficulty. Manus for 3 again. This one comes up short. And Will Geiger has the board for Norwell. Manus now 0 for 2 from the three-point line. The Knights will likely set up one shot with 25 seconds left in the quarter. And Bellmont content to let them do that. They're still in that 3-2, maybe a 1-2-2 kind of morphs back and forth. Sometimes that middle-high player kind of leaks out, and it creates a 1-2-2. Now it's definitely a 1-2-2. 7 seconds. They might have waited too long. Lyday goes into Geiger, though, and he forces it up and in off the glass. And Manus is not going to get the shot off before the quarter expires. It almost went in. But that will end the first quarter. The score reads after 1. It's Norwell 18, Bellmont 12. Back in a minute. This is Norwell Basketball on WellsCountyVoice.com.
Welcome to the new Heidi Automotive Group. We have a brand new state-of-the-art facility. Now you can shop for a new Chevrolet, Buick, Dodge, Ram, Jeep, or Chrysler at the same location right here in Bluffton, Indiana. We have a huge selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, vans, and crossovers. We focus on quality, and that is why we certify our pre-owned inventory so you get more warranty, free maintenance, and peace of mind. Don't worry about your credit. We have financing options for everyone. Heidi Automotive Group, a new look, but old-fashioned integrity.
Welcome back to Bob Strait Court inside North Arena in Huntington. After 1, it's Norwell 18, Bellmont 12. The Knights have missed just 2 shots, both of them from the three-point line. And Norwell has played very well here in this first quarter. Very efficient offense, and the Knights will start the quarter with the basketball as well. Glad you can join us. These two teams battling for 9th place after winning this morning's games and losing twice yesterday. And Norwell looking to equal their performance from last year. They beat Columbia City and Blackhawk on the second day a season ago to get 9th place in this Holiday Hoops tournament. Torsen having trouble, but it leaves Fedderspill open in the corner. Norwell really making that 1-2-2 work. Torsen underneath. It was last touched by Bellmont, and it'll stay with Norwell. Coach McBride not happy with the ball movement that time. They were pretty slow, and they allowed Bellmont to kind of collapse on them and trap, and that's what that 1-2-2 is meant to do. Over the top to Geiger. That play works 90% of the time. How did Nicholson find it? He missed it, but got his own rebound and put it back up and in for Norwell. Nicholson has 4. It's 20-12. Putting it on the floor. Spin move. That's a travel. Too many steps for Cade Filling. Bellmont commits their 3rd turnover. Each team now with 3 apiece. And this is kind of, again, the second day here, and I realize it's against more like what Norwell's going to be playing the rest of the year, but the Knights have been pretty efficient in their half-court sets. They've been much better, much more disciplined. They're scoring efficiently. Not a ton of points, but very efficient. Nicholson missed from close range, and he knows he wants that one back as Filling gets the rebound. Will Geiger swats Noah Macklin on the other end, and it creates another stop for Norwell. They've strung a number of them together here. This game went back and forth for most of the first quarter, then Norwell took control. Nicholson found himself open as Jordan Filling tried to draw the foul. There was just no contact there, and now Norwell's up 10 at double digits. Nicholson has 6, 22-12. Underneath, and Cade Filling scores again. He's got 8 of them. Bellmont trails by 8 now, 22-14. Oh, that's a horrible call. Fedderspiel caught it. You know, I think he just got popped, and it wasn't much contact. You know, and that's really not taking anything away from the officials, because the officials, I think, have done a great job in this tournament. That one was horrible. So an offensive foul, it's a turnover on Fedderspiel, and that's number 2 on Drew. I think he sold that one pretty well.
I think he got a finger in the eye or something there, Derek, and I think the ref took it.
Yeah, he did. He bid on it, and that does not shock me from this crew. Shot was missed by Noah Macklin, and the rebound again by Norwell. The Knights have done a very good job rebounding here early on, especially on the defensive end. Levi finds Geiger top of the key. Fedderspiel is a little bit beyond his range, plus Jordan Filling was tightly on him. They've gone to a man now, and it has worked. As they create the turnover, Geiger couldn't corral the pass. And Coach McBride telling him it's got to be a bounce pass. A lot of times it should be. But Bellmont might stand a man for about the rest of the game because they're 1-2-2. Norwell has just done everything. They're carving it up, and it's because they're making shots. Not only at the rim, but from outside as well. Jordan Filling has it left wing for Bellmont, being guarded by Brandon Nicholson right now for Norwell. In the corner, it goes to Manus for a 3-try. This one's no good. And Nicholson clears the board for Norwell. Manus has not shot it well. 0 for 3 now from outside. He has just one basket. Nicholson, and that's a steal almost. Not a turnover because it was knocked out of bounds by Manus, but Nicholson just a little bit lackadaisical on that pass. Manus jumping the passing lane. It was a pretty long passing lane as well. Landon Geiger checks back in for Norwell as Federspiel goes to the bench. That's a turnover. Landon Geiger couldn't catch the hot potato pass. It was really zinged in there, and it's another turnover. They've turned it over on back-to-back possessions now. 6 for the game. Bellmont has just 3. Manus handles it for the Braves. Definitely one of the best athletes of the junior class. That's travel. Filling just got himself tied up. And after what was a pretty good start, these two teams have gotten kind of sloppy in the last couple minutes. 4:31 left in the second quarter. The Knights lead at 22-14. They give it high post to Will Geiger. He catches on the elbow, drives with the right hand, and can't get the shot to go. Landon Geiger had the rebound tapped out to him, and he couldn't get the roll. Rebound, last touched by Norwell. Geiger was the last one to touch it, and it'll go back to Bellmont. So 2 misses on that possession. Pretty good look for Landon Geiger on the rebound. I thought Will might have forced that one a little bit, although he's earned the opportunity to take that shot. Oh, nice back cut, and the floater's no good. That was a great opportunity for Jordan Filling, but Norwell gets the rebound after the missed shot. Will Geiger crossover dribble, gets it into the corner to Levi, and they slide it now out top to Connor Torson. Brandon looking for the cutting Geiger, couldn't find him as there's a deep 3 by Landon Geiger, and it goes. Landon is really heating up. 3 for 3 from distance, and it's 25-14. That's a big shot for the Knights as it really extends that lead. 3:26 left in the first half. Luke Strickler in the corner hasn't played a ton here in this first half, and there's a foul on Levi Leidig as he was holding Cade Filling before the pass. Levi picks up his first. It's the team's 4th. Bellmont has not fouled in the game. It just hasn't been a lot of fouls. It has not been a physical game at all. I thought there might have been a couple over the backs on both teams that haven't been called, but other than that, there really hasn't been a lot of contact either way. Filling thought about spotting up for the 3 before he put it on the floor. Now dribbles it off his leg, and if he dribbles again, it'll be double. Instead, he gets it to Cade Filling, who can't get the shot to go. Again, contested at the rim. Eli Riley has checked into the game for the first time for the Knights. Brandon can shoot that. Eli on the curl. They run that a lot for Eli. But teams have done a nice job defending it, just not quite creating enough space between him and his defender. Brandon goes over the top to Will. He catches, and a foul's called. The first foul on Bellmont, as he just kind of had Jordan Filling land on his back. Torson will key it in underneath the basket left. Oh, see, that's what sets that up. Nicholson missed the layup, and will get the putback to go. But they went with a fake. Will was the fake. He was a decoy in that situation. Made it look like they were going to go over the top, and they didn't. And it left him open. Left Nicholson open, I should say, but Will was there to clean up the rebound. Strickler had trouble handling it, floated it out to Brady Manus. That is a difficult shot when you're going up against Will Geiger, and Cade Filling couldn't get it to go. Nicholson spins, and it's kicked out of bounds. Last touch by Bellmont. Luke Strickler kicked it out of bounds. The Norwell lead is 13 here with 2:09 left in the first half. Brandon's going to go to the bench, and he'll be replaced by Kyle Henshin. But Norwell now firmly in control. You can feel it a little bit. Bellmont was there early on, but the hot shooting start, and it has really continued, has given Norwell a chance to really extend that lead. Now to double digits. Landon just threw it away. I think he was looking for Eli, and it wasn't in the right spot. So it's the 7th Norwell turnover. That's been a little bit of a concern here in the tournament. Eli goes to the bench, replaced by Ethan Todd for the Knights. A lot of new faces have gotten some time. A lot of JV players in this tournament. It's really impressive if Norwell can hang on to this game for 2 victories, considering the number of varsity players that they don't have on the floor this week. The foul went on Ethan Todd as he was holding again. That's where a lot of the fouls for the Knights have come. Cade Filling just trying to create something and can't. He's getting frustrated inside. He's just not quite big enough to contend with the likes of Will Geiger and Brandon Nicholson. That time it was Geiger and Henshin. Hench on the dribble. Had it stripped from him, but a foul's called. This one goes on Brady Manus. Bellmont getting a little bit frustrated right now in the last 1:16. The Knights need to make that lead a little bit bigger and make it so that Bellmont will not have a chance to come back. Braves just don't score a lot of points. They don't have an efficient offense. They try to create things with their 1-2-2, but Norwell had forced them out of that after shooting it well to start the game and continuing that shooting pace. And Geiger lost it, but got it back to Landon, and it left Connor Torson underneath open. Assist Landon Geiger. Torson has his first basket of the game. It's 29-14 Norwell. 50 seconds left in the half. Manus into the lane, a hop, skip, and a jump, and a travel. Yep. 5th Bellmont turnover. Nicholson, Federspiel check back in. And Leidig. And the Knights very well may look for one shot here to end the half. .34 seconds. They over the top. It works every time. Now he's doubled, and he still scores. Will Geiger assists Nicholson, 31-14 Norwell. Geiger's back in double figures with 11. He had 32 in this morning's game. Manus goes between the legs, and they try the back cut. Short corner shot is short for Jordan Filling. The Knights now have 10 seconds. Torson's got to pick it up a little bit. Connor, Coach McBride yelling out instructions. 5 seconds. Will Geiger drives baseline, and that's a really good foul, smart foul by Noah Macklin. It's his first, just stopping him on the drive. They've got plenty of fouls to give. 2.6 on the clock. It's enough time to run a play, and Coach McBride's going to set one up here. And this one is a 30. So we will keep it here and let you know that Daniels Jewelers does in-house repairs specializing in restoration and resetting, prong retipping, and resizing. Maybe it's time for a new style. Choose from many designers and settings. Daniels Jewelers on North Main Street in Bluffton. Also, enjoy Friday fun every Friday from noon to 6 and bowl for just $1.50 shoe rental at the Bowling Center, South Main Street in Bluffton. 2.6 seconds left in the first half. Norwell leads Bellmont 31-14. This game was much, much closer in the first quarter. The Knights have really widened the lead. Jacob, I think Bellmont has just one basket in the second quarter.
Yeah, I believe so, too. The Norwell Knights have done a very good job on the defensive end, limiting the offensive efficiency of the Braves so far.
Well, they turn it over on the last possession. They tried to go over the top to Nicholson, but Jordan Filling knocked it out of his hands, and that will bring the first half to a close. The score reads after 2 quarters of play. It's Norwell 31, Bellmont 14. We'll take a break and return with the halftime statistics. This is Norwell Basketball on WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network.
Everything that I do can have an impact on somebody else.
You can dream any dream and you can chase any dream, and you can have a chance to succeed at that dream.
We're here just a speck of time.
Given the opportunities to be selfless.
That's what God does with us.
Not forgetting how you got here and who helped you along the way.
What are you doing for others?
Those to whom much has been given, much is expected.
A seventh grader looking for a fun place to spend time with friends? Are you looking for an environment where your teen is surrounded by positive role models? These days, your middle school student is probably very interactive, but is he or she active? Seventh grade is a time when sports become more competitive and provide less opportunity for the average child to be involved in physical activity. The YMCA wants to emphasize the value of a healthy lifestyle by offering a free Y membership to every seventh grader in Allen, Whitley, and Wells counties. It's the wise way of giving back to this community. Students thrive in a safe environment where they can grow in spirit, mind, and body. Get to your local Y and sign your seventh grader up for a free Y membership. It's that simple. Offer good for every seventh grader residing in Allen, Whitley, and Wells counties. For more information, stop by your local Y or visit fwymca.org or email hereforyou@fwymca.org.
Reed's Do It Best Hardware and Gift Shop is so much more than a hardware store. They have a newly expanded housewares department. They carry Melissa and Doug toys, Yankee candles, and Willow Tree collectibles. Think of Reed's Gift Shop year-round for baby gifts, birthday, anniversary, showers, and for those everyday items you need to pick up. Men, you can get your hardware supplies and a gift for the woman in your life all in one stop. Reed's Do It Best Hardware and Gift Shop, open 7 days a week on Highway 1 North in Bluffton. We appreciate your business.
And they bring the ball down across the timeline. Wingman is open. He dribbles around, finds an open man in the corner, jumps, shoots, scores. Hi, Tim Steffen Financial Group. Wish your retirement was as easy as jump, shoot, score? Come to see us at our office at 110 West Cherry Street or call us please at 824-8175. Let us work for you to reach your financial goals. Jump, shoot, score. Let us help you with that. Steffen Financial Group, 824-8175, 110 West Cherry Street, Bluffton, Indiana. Securities offered through Thurston Springer Financial, member FINRA and SIPC. Some insurance products also offered through Thurston Springer. Tim Steffen is a registered associate of Thurston Springer and is doing business as Steffen Financial Group. Steffen Financial Group is independent of Thurston Springer. Troxel Equipment Company, a family-owned business, is dedicated to making you a satisfied customer with the best possible equipment, parts, and service. 3 locations in Bluffton, Huntington, and Wabash. You can find a full line of John Deere equipment, mowers and generators from Honda, blowers and chainsaws by Steel. Experience superior service and selection at Troxel Equipment, your solutions dealer. Find them online at troxelequipment.com.
Welcome back to Bob's Straight Court inside North Arena in Huntington. Holiday Hoops Tournament game number 4. Norwell leads Bellmont 31-14 at the break, and we do have some halftime statistics to share with you. We'll start with Bellmont. The Braves led by Cade Filling with 8, Jordan Filling, Brady Manus, and Noah Macklin with 2 apiece at the break. They shot just 6 of 19 from the field for 32%. They turned it over 5 times, 0 for 4 from the three-point line, and we'll talk about Norwell's numbers in a minute because that's the difference, and just 2 of 2 from the line. The Knights, on the other hand, are led by Will Geiger with 11. Second in scoring is Landon Geiger with 9 off of 3 triples. Also, it's Connor Torson with 2, Brandon Nicholson with 6, Drew Fetterspiel with 3. They turned it over 8 times in the half, but they shot at 65%, 13 of 20 from the field. They only missed 2 shots there for the first 9 or 10 minutes of the game, and 5 of 7 from the three-point line for 71%. Now, that's not a clip Norwell's going to shoot it at the rest of the year, but they're averaging just about 2 or 3 triples a game, and they've got 5 here in the first half. They shoot it just 28% on the season, much better here in this game. The difference between the first game and this one, they didn't shoot a free throw in that first half. They tallied up 13 in the first half of this morning's game against Whitco, 25 for the game. But they may not get to the line today with them being on the perimeter and being able to shoot it. This is what Norwell I think, Norwell at their best because they're spreading it out. They've got shooters that are knocking down shots. When you got Will Geiger knocking down threes, everything's going right for you, Jacob. And for the Knights, they're going inside out. And again, and we've talked about it all year long, it really opens up the inside for you when you make the defense respect the three.
Well, the crazy thing about that, Derek, is the people hitting the threes are people that normally don't even play varsity.
Right.
So you're getting really quality minutes out of guys with very little experience, and that's really been crucial for the Knights this game. That's really been the difference.
Yeah, that's true. And the JV team is a little bit more – it's a different strategized offense for as far as comparing to Coach McBride. Coach Avery Fath kind of lets them a lot freer, I would say, a lot more free to kind of do what they want. So they take a lot of shots. So they put up a lot of shots. They do score a lot of points. So they get a lot of practice shooting the basketball. And what that does is it gives you, again, a lot of practice, and it makes you a lot better shooter. They've got a couple guys that can shoot it. You're talking about Geiger, Federspiel. Riley can shoot it, too. He hasn't attempted a shot in this game, but we know that he can do it. And then Will Geiger has had 2 attempts coming in on the season, and he has taken 4, I think, in this tournament. 1 for 2 here in the first half today. So Norwell with a 17-point lead. And at this point, sometimes a 17-point lead is not insurmountable, but unless something drastically changes, it would take a colossal meltdown for Norwell to not come out of this game with a win. To go 2-2 in this tournament, 2 wins against teams you're going to be similar to what you're going to be playing the rest of the year, similar level. That's all in all not a bad tournament at all. They played much better today. And we will talk about it some more when we come back. We'll also have third quarter action for you. Got about 3 minutes until the second half begins. We'll take this break in return. This is Norwell Basketball on WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network.
At Pizza Hut, our original pan dough rises fresh every day, making it crispy on the outside, soft and chewy on the inside. And now you can get our original pan as part of the $6.99 any deal. That's 2 medium pizzas with any toppings, any crust, any specialty for just $6.99 each. Only at Pizza Hut.
Get the $6.99 any deal at your local Pizza Hut on North Main Street in Bluffton.
Eyes are important indicators of overall health, and comprehensive eye care goes beyond a prescription for glasses or contact lenses. At Bluffton Family Eye Care, Doctors Mitchell, Miller, and Fry take the time to get to know you, your eye care history, and your vision needs. To ensure healthy eyes and your best possible vision, our optometrists combine experience and expertise with the latest technology. They provide the expert care, advice, and the follow-up you need to look and feel your best. They take pride in providing excellent customer service by creating a personal connection with each patient individually.
To look and feel your best, visit Drs. Mitchell, Miller, and Fry at Bluffton Family Eye Care, 105 West Harvest Road in Bluffton. Call 824-3424. That's 824-3424 or online at BlufftonFamilyEyeCare.com. At Grable Insurance, their most important job is to make sure you leave with the best coverage you can afford. They want to provide you protection from the unfortunate things that can and often do happen. The cheapest insurance is often not the best. Visit online at GrableInsurance.com or stop by the office on Pony Express Run, next door to the Leo Post Office, and talk to any of the friendly agents that would be happy to help you. Grable Insurance is a proud sponsor of high school athletics.
Welcome back to Holiday Hoops Tournament game number 4 for both of these teams. Norwell leading at the break 31-14, and they really controlled after the first quarter. In that second quarter, they did a much better job. Bellmont couldn't get anything going, it really just they got kind of frustrated both on offense and defense. They did go away from the 1-2-2, which was slightly more effective. The man was more effective than the 1-2-2. Norwell was just carving it up, having no problem with that. The backcourt pressure has subsided for both teams as well. The Knights had turned up the pressure and the intensity, forced a couple turnovers. although Bellmont did a pretty good job taking care of the basketball in that half. They had just 5 turnovers, Norwell with 8. As the third quarter begins, Bellmont will have the basketball, and it will be coming towards us here in the northwest corner of North Arena. Starters back out there, it looks like, for both teams. On the baseline, a drive and kick to Strickler, and Manus with the pass fake gets into the lane and is blocked from behind by Brandon Nicholson, but I think he's going to get called for a foul here. No. Yeah, it's on Will Geiger, and that's his second. Manus will go to the line for 2. They shot just 2 free throws in the first half as well. And Brady's first one is good. Brady with 3 points now. He had 1 basket in that first half off of 1 of 4 shooting. Manus good on both. And now they'll bring back the backcourt pressure. 1-2-2, it looks like. And they get it in the corner. Nice ball movement. That's what you got to do. And Geiger's fouled going to the rim by Manus. Yeah, again, not much problem breaking that 1-2-2. Manus picks up his second as Will goes to the line. His free throw is good. The Knights have shot extremely well from the line in this tournament. They were 12 of 13, I believe, combined yesterday, and they were 22 of 25 in the first game today. So just excellent free throw shooting. And it won them the game in this morning's game, 22 of 25. And, again, the most important part of that, they got to the line 25 times. Off the glass went Cade Filling, but he couldn't get it to go, and the Knights pulled down the rebound. Twerson still in the backcourt. Geiger couldn't catch the pass, went right through his hands as Nicholson found him, and he was going to go baseline, but it's a turnover. First of the half, 9th on the game. Certainly glad you could join us here for Game 4. Derek Decker, Jacob Collins on the call from Huntington. As the snow has begun outside, Manus missed it inside, and the rebound taken out by Nicholson. It's going to get a little sloppy on the roads. We'll be back with you on the air as tomorrow as the Lady Knights take on Plymouth and Wawasee in Plymouth, the annual Plymouth Shootout that rotates in 4 different locations. Nicholson goes off the glass and scores. Brandon now with 8, and it's back to a 19-point lead for Norwell. It'll be interesting to see if the second game between these two teams plays out the same way. That was a nice move by Cade Filling, who finally got something else to go. He had trouble the entire game scoring, but Feddersfield didn't do a bad job on defense. It's just a better move by Filling there. Nicholson gets it, and I'm not certain why they continue to press as it leaves Feddersfield open. He couldn't get it this time, but an offensive board by Torsen underneath. Nicholson scores, and Jordan Filling tried to draw the charge again. That's just kind of silly now. (37-18). There's just no contact there. He's just trying to get a call, and that's, he feels like, the best way to stop Norwell. Open in the corner was Manus for 3, and he missed. Feddersfield clears the board for the Knights. Norwell looks very comfortable in this game. They just are kind of doing what they want. Geiger in the corner. Will. Cross court. They're making that zone move. They're back in the zone. Feddersfield for 3 again. Off the front iron. Rebounded by Jordan Filling for Bellmont. And in the lane, the little finger roll no good by Filling. And Geiger has the rebound again. Bellmont has not gotten a lot of good possessions. I think they've forced a lot of shots. They've gotten away from what they do best in the half court. And that's resulted in some not very good offensive execution. The Knights nearly turn it over, and they do turn it over, as Leidig couldn't come up with a loose ball, but they force another one. Geiger is, oh, boy, that's pretty close to an intentional foul, as Manus just kind of grabbed him on the way, Manus just kind of grabbed him on the way by. It's the only way to stop him. And it's a good foul. It's the only way you're going to make sure that he doesn't score as well. But that was 2 hands on the body. Will back to the stripe. 2 for 2 on the game. This one rims good. It's the only one to take free throws for the Knights in this game. Landon Geiger back in for Norwell. Fetterspiel to the bench. And Brevin Slusher back in for Bellmont. He played just about a minute or 2 in that first half, as Brady Manus is going to sit for a while. And Geiger is good on both. So the lead is now 21 for the Knights at 39-18 with 4:46 left in the third quarter. Cade Filling trying to work on Landon Geiger, and it's swatted away by Brandon Nicholson. Brandon just coming over to the help and swats it out of bounds, sharing a laugh with Connor Torson after the play. Pretty easy block there for Brandon. Strickler bounces in to Filling, and he gets it good off the glass. Jordan Filling with just his second basket of the game. It's 39-20. They have limited their pressure now to the half court, and they're back in the 1-2-2. But it's not been extended. Although Noah Macklin kind of sagging back towards the lane, and it's almost a 3-2 at this point. Leidig took an extra hop there and travels with it. Third Norwell turnover of the second half. So this Bellmont team much improved, but not having a lot going right against this Norwell team. I certainly thought this game would be much closer the way these two teams matched up, but Norwell hit threes, and that has been the difference, and I will hold to that. They haven't even attempted, well, Fetterspiel has attempted to. There's a layup on the other end by Levi Leidig after the turnover. Leidig has his first score of the game, 41-20 Norwell. As the lead continues to grow for the Knights, he's been very active, almost created another turnover. Little hesitation move by Strickler, trying to find some help, does to Macklin, and he just kind of ran into a wall. That's a shot attempt, and Geiger scores on the other end for the Knights. Will Geiger now with 17, and the reverse layup off the glass, no good by Filling. The Knights have the rebound, and they're comfortable running. All their points here coming in transition as of late. Leidig into the lane, and he scores. Levi Leidig off the glass, starting to heat up, and that is going to force a timeout called by Bellmont. Coach Filling will have to use one here. The Knights lead all of a sudden up to 25, and as it's a 30, we'll keep it here and let you know that eyes are important indicators of overall health, and comprehensive eye care goes beyond a prescription for glasses or contact lenses. To look and feel your best, visit Bluffton Family Eye Care at 105 West Harvest Road in Bluffton, or call them at 824-3424, or go to their webpage at blufftonfamilyeyecare.com. Also, if you're looking for a local bank you can really depend on, come to First Bank of Bern. They provide service that other banks only dream about, with 8 convenient locations near you. 3:06 left in the third quarter. Norwell 45, Bellmont 20. The Knights have been on the other end of a couple lopsided games here in this tournament, as have Bellmont. But the Knights looking to go back over 500, falling below it yesterday after 2 losses, but they can go back over at 6-5 with a win here. John Wilder has checked in for the first time, and that is Brevin Slusher who scores. Slusher with his first basket. A lot of guys that don't see a lot of minutes, I think, on the floor right now for Bellmont, as Coach Filling was not happy with what he was seeing. Will Geiger leaves it for Landon. Landon goes underneath again to Will, clearing space off the glass. Just no way to stop him. Will now with 19, trying to chase down that 32-point effort in the first contest this morning. Kyle Henshin into the game for the Knights as well. Slusher handles it, the 5'9 junior for the Braves. Now it's the 5'10 junior, Luke Strickler. Again, we mentioned this is a very junior-heavy class. Inside out it goes now to Jordan Filling, who can't get to 3. Rebound right there to John Wilder, though, who found it right in his lap. Dumped underneath, and they turn it over as the Knights get it back. Third turnover forced by Norwell here in the second half. 8th on the game. Will thinking about the three. Instead drives baseline, does what he does best, and the reverse layup. 49-22, 21 points for Will. Norwell has just kind of slowly increased this lead. It's now 27. Brevin Slusher for three. No good. Connor Torson has the rebound and a foul on Brevin, chasing his own miss. And a number of substitutions for Norwell. Brandon Nicholson back into the game along with Eli Riley and Ethan Todd. Will Geiger, Levi Leidig, Connor Torson. 3 starters will get a rest here with 1:20 left in the third quarter. Landon on the dribble with the left hand. Now Brandon in the corner, being tightly guarded. Leaves Landon Geiger. Slusher recovered well, though, on defense and took away the 3 opportunity. Ethan Todd needs some help. Almost a 5-second count. We're under a minute now. Over the top to Nicholson, and he scores. Assist Geiger. Brandon now has 12, and the big guys working in tandem. We talked about it earlier. Those two need to have good games on the same night, and they're both having a couple of good games here today. Almost another 5-second count. Nicholson tightly guarding the 5'9 Brevin Slusher, and an offensive foul called on John Wilder. Or I take that back. It's actually Lucas Strickler. Okay, that's what I thought. It's on John Wilder. The official signaled 24 and then corrected himself to make it 22. So Norwell might look again for the last shot here. 22 seconds left in the third quarter. Brandon has it left wing. Todd catches in the corner, flips it back out to Nicholson from 15, and he missed it. Rebound to Lucas Strickler for Bellmont. That's only the third miss in the second half for Norwell. Lucas Strickler missed the shot, but he's going to be fouled by Brandon Nicholson with 2.6 seconds left in the third. 2 shots coming here for Lucas Strickler, the 6'1 senior, looking for his first points on the day, and he will find them. Bellmont now 5 of 5 from the line, I believe. Their scoring pace has just slowed down so much since the first quarter. 2 for 2 goes Strickler. Knights will inbound. They got enough time to get a shot off. Eli nearly went over the line, and they do turn it over. And nobody got a shot off at the end of the half. At the end of the quarter there, Bellmont looking for a foul, doesn't get the call, and the third quarter will come to an end. The score reads after 3. It's Norwell 51, Bellmont 24. Back in a minute. This is Norwell basketball on WellsCountyVoice.com.
Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice in Northern Indiana. Just like filling a medication prescription from your doctors, you have the right to choose who provides your physical therapy, and IPT accepts all insurance coverage. With extended hours, we are open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and offer same-day appointments. We have 17 conveniently located clinics with 7 in Fort Wayne and 1 each in Angola, Auburn, Bluffton, Columbia City, Goshen, Huntington, Kendallville, New Haven, and Warsaw. Contact Indiana Physical Therapy to start your therapy today. We will get you back to work, play, and life. Celebrating 29 years in business, Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice for physical therapy. Call 260-209-2464 or visit indianapt.com.
Yeah, welcome back to Bob Strait Court inside North Arena Holiday Hoops Tournament Game 4. Norwell leading Bellmont 51-24 as we enter the final quarter of play. The Knights will have it coming out of the quarter break. And the starters back on the floor once again for Norwell. The Knights missed just 3 shots in that third quarter. 2 of them were from Federspiel from the three-point line, so they made almost everything else. Geiger scores again. He's being double and triple teamed, and nobody can stop him. 23 points now for the sophomore. This is number 12. That's Tyler Jones, who's not even listed on the roster. He looks like he's probably a freshman. It's probably safe to assume that. Jones will pull the trigger on the three and come up short. Geiger chasing the rebound, and it comes up to Leidig. And on the other end, a foul's going to be called. This one on Tyler Jones, I believe. It is. And we're going to have a mass substitution. 5 players, 5 out. As they started the fourth quarter, I'm not sure if that was to make a point or what the deal was. They only played 45 seconds, and now the starter's back in for Bellmont. They've only got 10 players in attendance here today, although that's not that far off from what Norwell has, and a number of those are JV players. Levi has it. Bounces into Nicholson. He has it at the charity stripe, turns, spins, and missed the shot. He thought he got hit. Rebound pulled out of there by Brady Manus, and he goes behind the back. Nice move that time by Brady. Filling thought about chucking the three, instead took it inside and scores. Jordan Filling has his 6th point of the afternoon. It's 53-26. This is Nicholson with it. They go to Geiger. They kick back out to Nicholson. The Knights slowing the pace down. No need to score at a rapid pace anymore. Nicholson missed the shot but was fouled going up by Noah Macklin. He'll go to the line for 2 here. Oh, they called the foul on Jordan Filling. Both of them were there. Nicholson, I believe, 8 for 8 in this morning's contest from the line. And this one is good. Brandon adding to his 12-point total. One more coming for the senior, listed at 6'7". And Brandon good on both. 14 points now. 55-26, the lead back out to 29 for the Knights. This game has not been close since the first quarter. The Knights really took control at the beginning of the second quarter. Thought this game would be a lot closer, but it has not been. Filling catches and is blocked from behind by Nicholson. Filling has had an atrocious shooting day. They've all been 2s, but hasn't made a good percentage of them. Nicholson gets the ball and is fouled again. And he'll go back to the line for another pair. This one's on Noah Macklin, his 2nd. Team 7th here in the second half. So the Knights will shoot the bonus from here out. Brandon again good. I believe this is Norwell's biggest lead now at 30. 56-26, and 3 subs back in for Norwell. If you're unfamiliar with the situation here at Norwell, you might say, well, why aren't more subs playing for the Knights? They all played in this tournament a good number of minutes. So Nicholson good on both. He's now got 16, so approaching Geiger, who's got 23. Again, all of Norwell's offense. The lead is 31 for the Knights with 5:40 to play. Manus open from the right wing, missed the 3 try, and the rebound caroms out to Ethan Todd for Norwell. Manus 0 for 5 now from the 3-point line. And that's a turnover. Landon Geiger just didn't move it quick enough, had the defense collapse on him, and then threw it away. Trying to go to Federspiel. 5th turnover of the second half for the Knights, 13th on the game. Unofficially. Front court it is to Strickler. Luke bouncing underneath to Noah Macklin. The junior turns, and it was stripped away. Filling had it stripped by either Federspiel or Henshin. They were both grabbing for it, but the way the ball was lost, it looked like a pretty clean strip. So the Braves will keep possession here. The inbounds comes to Filling. Nice ball movement that time, and it created an open 3. No good by Jordan Filling, but they get the offensive board and a foul called on Norwell as Noah Macklin went for the putback basket. Federspiel picks up his 3rd. Had a little bit of trouble picking up fouls today. That's a high arcing free throw that goes down for Noah Macklin. Just his third point. He has one basket. 1 of 4 shooting. He gets both. I don't have either team for a miss from the free throw line in this game. Riley in the front court, being physically guarded by, they thought he went up for a shot. That was Eli Riley who kind of threw everybody off there, and I think he'd even threw Henshin off because he was looking at the basket waiting for a rebound. He found himself with the ball, and then the defender in Noah Macklin turned around and slapped him as Kyle was going up. Henshin on his first free throw attempts of the, actually had a couple I think yesterday, but had none coming into the tournament. These statistics provided before the tournament, and he's good on both. So the Knights stay perfect from the line. 2 points for Hench, 59-28 Norwell. Brady Manus underneath. It's filling, and the pass was to the feet of Macklin, but it kicked out to Jordan Filling. They nearly lost it again. Braves having trouble taking care of the basketball. The little teardrop by Luke Strickler is good in the lane. And Bellmont cuts the lead back under 30, 59-30. Ethan Todd wide open in the corner and hits the three. Ethan Todd with his first triple of his career. And it's 62-30 Norwell. Everybody getting into the scoring column here this week. Manus missed the layup. Under 4 to play. Fetterspiel out to Henshin. Kyle can shoot it sometimes as well. Nice spin move, but had it blocked away by Noah Macklin. He'll run with it and score on the other end and draw the foul. One shot coming for Noah. The foul is on Henshin. Noah Macklin, no good on the free throw as he misses the first free throw for either team on the day. He's got 6 points. Riley travels. Eli just moved that back foot. 6 turnovers in the half, 14 on the game for Norwell. Very, very light crowd in attendance once again here on a Friday afternoon. Strickler wide open for 3, no good. And the Knights save the rebound. Ethan Todd, an athletic play. These guys pretty familiar playing with each other. This is the full JV team on the floor right now for the Knights. And they will put up some points, as we mentioned. Sometimes their defense struggles a bit, but Landon Geiger for 3, that's long. Landon misses his first 3 of the day. He was 3 of 3 before that shot. Brady Manus underneath the Macklin. He's fouled from behind. And it's on Henshin again, his second. But really good to see some of these guys get some work, especially when they're up 30. Macklin's free throw rattles home. We'll see if Bellmont empties the bench here at some point. But they're looking to get some work to their main starters, so that may not happen today. Fetterspiel grabbed the miss, and he's open for 3. Instead, puts it on the floor, and that's a great move. And he's going to be fouled by Noah Macklin. Drew Fetterspiel, they have to respect the fact that he can really fill it up from deep, and then he tried the dribble drive that time. Fetterspiel, I think, his first varsity free throw attempts. JV team is going to check in here, and he missed the front end. Rebound, though, pulled down by Kyle Henshin for Norwell. .225 to play. Drew on the dribble. Step back. Kyle Henshin beat the defense. Ethan Todd inside out. Federspiel for three, and he hits it again. Drew Federspiel with his second triple of the game. Now 2 of 5 from distance, and it's 65-33. The lead is now 32 for the Knights with 2 minutes to play. On the baseline, it's Filling from 15 and hits. Cade Filling with his 12th point of the game. He had 8 of those in the first half. And it's a 30-point game. Eli Riley crossed the timeline, travels again. Got to break that habit. But now's the time when you need the experience. And the entire JV team will check in, I assume, or I should say second string for Bellmont. Strickler, Scott James, Tyler Jacobs, Brevin Slusher on the floor for Bellmont. John Wilder out there. Hasn't had a touch on this possession, and Ethan Todd creates the turnover. Nice defense there. 10th turnover of the game for Bellmont. 5 in each half. Riley couldn't get the runner to go, and Hench, though, there for the rebound, and a offensive foul is called. So he had the Riley miss, but called for the foul. It's another Norwell turnover. They're starting to mount now, but a lot of those have come with non-starters in. 1:08 to go. 30-point lead for the Knights. The last time these two teams met, the Knights won 65-40. It was in January of last year. And I can recall the Knights pretty much controlled that game from the tip as well. Stripped going up was Lucas Strickler. Geiger, Landon, kicks to Henshin, who will pump a three, and it's off the mark. Rebound taken out of there by Strickler for Bellmont, and they turn it over. Gotten pretty sloppy here at the end, but we're now down to 35 seconds. Landon Geiger receives the inbounds pass. Ethan Todd calmly jogs it across the timeline. Closing in on Norwell's 6th win of the season. They're going to go to 6-5 here. And almost a turnover. Henshin gets into the backcourt after the tip. 13 seconds to go. 8 seconds. Kyle gives it off to Landon in the corner to Federspiel. 4 seconds to go. The clock is going to expire. The final score, Norwell 65, Bellmont 35. That'll wrap it up. We'll go ahead and take a timeout and tally up the final statistics. The Knights win today.
The Bowling Center in Bluffton has adult youth double leagues with 1 adult and 1 youth per team, or 2 youth may make a team starting soon. The leagues are 10 weeks long and everyone plays every frame. With 22 lanes, there is plenty of excitement to go around. So stop by to practice or come relax with friends. And don't forget about Friday Fun. From 12 noon to 6 p.m., only $1 per game and 50-cent shoe rental in a smoke-free environment. The Bowling Center is located at 1231 South Main Street in Bluffton. Visit bowlbluffton.com.
It's estimated that 1 in 4 children has a vision-related condition that can affect learning. Your child's vision can make a big difference in academic performance. Annual exams are recommended to rule out vision problems that may interfere with your child's vision, development, and academic performance. Doctors Mitchell, Miller, and Fry at Bluffton Family Eye Care can detect any vision problems your child may have, which can then be promptly treated. Our optometrists provide the expert care, advice, and the follow-up you need to look and feel your best by combining experience and expertise with the latest technology.
To look and feel your best, visit Doctors Mitchell, Miller, and Fry at Bluffton Family Eye Care, 105 West Harvest Road in Bluffton. Call 824-3424. That's 824-3424, or online at BlufftonFamilyEyeCare.com.
At First Bank of Bern, we follow a set of ideals and values that define who we are. Honesty, integrity, respect, and compassion. They guide us every day in our work and in our lives because we believe banking should be easy and everyone should be treated with respect regardless of their account size. It's why people have trusted us with their banking for generations. It makes us who we are. First Bank of Bern. We believe in the value of people. Member FDIC.
Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric strives to be your total service provider. Their licensed technicians can handle all of your electrical, plumbing, heating, and cooling needs, and now offers duct cleaning. No job is too small or too large for their service professionals. From electrical repairs, water heater replacements, sewer and drain cleaning, well repair, and remodel jobs. Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric, located behind Lowe's on Commerce Drive in Bluffton, 888-824-3332. That's 824-3332.
Hey, honey, is this your course schedule for the fall?
Yep.
Let me see here. English, good. Chemistry, trigonometry, excellent. World history, I love world history. Baseball? Wait, baseball? Baseball isn't a course, honey.
Well, sure it is, Mom. High school sports are about so much more than winning and losing. They teach lessons that can't be taught in a classroom, like accountability and self-discipline, the value of teamwork. I may not be earning a grade, but I'm learning how to compete later in life. Isn't that what getting a good education is all about?
Yes, of course it is. I was just testing you.
What can teenagers here in Indiana learn from participating in high school sports? Plenty, as it turns out. That's why they're called education-based athletics.
High school sports. There's so much more than just a game.
This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
At First Bank of Bern, we believe in the American dream of owning a home. Having a space you can call your own. In fact, we've helped people realize that dream for over 125 years. Whether you're looking to buy your first home, refinance an existing loan, or move into something a little bigger, we believe our lending experts have the local knowledge and experience to help make your dream a reality. Apply online at firstbankofbern.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Every team knows that the three-point play can be a winning move. That's why State Farm and me, Kevin Beatty, and my team are here to help you go for three by combining your home, auto, and life insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go for the win and score savings by combining your home, auto, and life. It's just another way we're here to help things go right. So call me, State Farm Agent Kevin Beatty, at 824-1928 or in Bern at 589-2077.
Welcome back to Bob Strait Court inside North Arena for the final time. Holiday Hoops Tournament game number 4. The Knights take 9th place in the annual Holiday Hoops Tournament. Might be the last time Norwell is in this tournament. There's been some talk around Coach McBride about trying to find a different tournament to go to. And we'll be joined by him shortly, but we will tell you the final statistics before he arrives. For Bellmont, individually, it was Cade Filling leading the way with 12. He's followed by Noah Macklin with 7, Jordan Filling with 6, Brady Manus with 4, Strickler, Slusher, and Strickler, Luke, and Lucas with 2 apiece. As a team, they turned it over 12 times, 13 of 40 from the field for 33%, 0 for 11 from the three-point line, and 9 for 11 from the free throw line for 82%. For Norwell, individually, a number of players getting into the scoring column. Will Geiger had 23. Brandon Nicholson had 16. Landon Geiger had 9 first-half points. Drew Federspiel had 6. Levi Leidig had 4. Connor Torson had 2. And Kyle Henshin had 2. As a team, they turned it over 16 times, and they shot at 24 for 39 from the field for 62%. That's a great percentage. I think that's the best they've shot this year. 7 of 13 from the three-point line, and no, that's the best they've shot for 54%, and 10 of 11 from the free throw line for 91%. The team on the day goes 32 for 37 from the free throw line. So, or actually, I take that back, 32 for 36. So that's a tremendous percentage. We will talk with Coach McBride here in just a second. Federspiel had a couple of threes in this contest. I tell you what, he played a great game. He had 5 threes on the day, and Geiger chipped in with 3 triples in that first half. Coach, your guys roll to a 30-point victory over Bellmont.
Yeah, I mean, that was nice for a change for it not to come down to the last minute. I thought we played pretty well. I thought offensively we moved the ball well. We shot the ball well. We finished well. We shot free throws well. Landon Geiger did a nice job coming off the bench in this game and hit some threes for us there. I don't know how many you say he had. 3, I think, did you say?
Yep.
Yeah, I thought he shot it well. And the shots he took were good. We moved the ball well against their 1-3-1. We moved against their zone and executed. And then Nicholson and Geiger finished well around the bucket. And then defensively, we were pretty solid for the most part. I thought the big thing was nice for a change is we were able to extend the lead for once. And even we talked about at halftime being up 17. With this team, what we've had trouble with is not taking the lead and building on it.
Right.
And today we were able to do it. We were able to take it from 17, and we took it up pretty significantly to 20-something there in the third quarter. And I thought early. We got it up in the 20s pretty early in the third quarter, which I thought was important because I felt like if we could get them down pretty early, then they would have a hard time trying to fight back. But if you let them right back in it and get it to 11 or 10 in the first few minutes, now all of a sudden they get some life. So I thought that was important and something that we haven't done very well. But we feel very blessed and very good to come out of here with 2-2.
Yeah, and we were discussing that, a very depleted lineup. Yeah. You're using a lot of guys that don't have a lot or even any varsity experience in this tournament, and you're able to come away with 2-2 and 9th place. Looking ahead, you've got Leo. You got over a week off to work with before your next conference game against Leo. You've gotten to see them a lot here in the last couple of days in this tournament. And then, of course, they are a familiar foe in the Northeast State. So what are you looking at from the Lions, who have a very good record, although defeated by Huntington last night and again by Cecina today?
Yeah, well, they're good. I mean, Huntington and Cecina are both good teams, and they're good. I mean, Davidson really does a lot for them. He controls things for them out front. His penetration is a big issue, and then the ability to pitch it out to guys. And then Lane Reed is another one that is a senior for them. They've got several seniors that play a lot of minutes. I know the one freshman gets some minutes as well, quite a bit, the younger Davidson. But the main Davidson and Reed, the older Davidson and Reed are two of their main guys, and Stoller can shoot it well. They shoot the ball really well when they get good looks, and the key is containing Davidson's penetration. I think another big key will be offensively. We have to be able to take care of the ball and get the ball where we need it to be inside and utilize that. We anticipate that we'll be able to add Cole for the next game, for that game, getting the practices taken care of through this next week, and so that will be a nice addition back, just from a standpoint that give us a little more experience. But you got to tip your hat to some of our guys that come up off the JV and played today. I thought we got really good performances out of Henshin, out of Fetterspiel, out of Landon Geiger, Ethan Todd, and Eli Riley. I thought they all contributed in positive ways, and they all had to gain some experience and learn. And it wasn't like they gained it all right there at the end either. I mean, they were playing in the first half of both games today, and I think we needed that because we needed to give our guys some breaks. So good experience for them, good contributions by them, and hopefully they'll take that and continue to run with that and use that to help them to continue to focus on getting better. And then that will make us better through practice and things. And then hopefully, if we need to, we can use them in games as we go forward, and we can get good contributions out of them because it won't be so new to them.
Sure. Well, Coach, it was certainly a pleasure working with you the last couple of days. It was very enjoyable basketball to watch today. Thought your guys had really good execution in both of the games today, especially offensively. Shot a much better percentage, again, 62% in this game. So it was fun to watch, and we congratulate you on the 2 victories. Look forward to seeing you next Saturday against Leo.
All right, thank you. Have a happy New Year, and we look forward to being out and back home again.
Yeah,
all right, thanks. Bye.
That was Norwell head coach Mike McBride as the Knights wrap up the victory. We will be back on the air with you for girls action tomorrow. Jacob and I, along with Greg Van Meter at Plymouth. The Lady Knights will take on Plymouth and Wawasee. Those games coming at 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. As long as the snow doesn't play a factor in any of that, we will be along with you for that. The boys are back in action once again against Leo, not till next Saturday at the Castle for their second conference matchup. The Knights go to 6-5 with the win. Bellmont falls to 5-8. That'll do it here. The final score one more time. Norwell 65, Bellmont 35. The Knights take ninth place in the Holiday Hoops Tournament. On behalf of Jacob Collins and the entire Wells County Voice crew, this is Derek Decker saying so long and God bless.
We hope you enjoyed this high school sports broadcast on the Voice Sports Network. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
The preceding production is property of Voice Enterprises, and all rights are reserved worldwide. Thank you for listening to this production of Voice Enterprises, taking media in a new direction.